At this point, drop down below in the comments if you guys think that Tampon Tim Walz needs a mental exam himself. All right, it's to the point where, you know, these guys, these Democrats, they're ultimately fueled by hate, and it's just they're just out of touch with reality, and they are fueled by hate. Okay, drop down below in the comments if you guys think that Tampon Tim Walz is a clown and fueled with hate. All right, let me know your thoughts down below. Shout out to the King Squad. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. It's great to see you guys. I hope everybody's having a great and awesome day. All the links to support the channel are down below in the description, and thank you for all donations. Let's jump right into this video. There's a lot to unpack here. Let's go.
Let's listen to the governor.
Certainly a day and a news conference that no one wants to be at. A community behind us, Annunciation Church and School, committed to academics, service, and Catholic values, filled with the first days of school of beautiful children going to learn those values, share with their teachers and their classmates. And instead of that joy and that curiosity and that learning, they were met with evil and horror and death. And we often come to these and say, these unspeakable tragedies, or there's no words for this. There shouldn't be words for these types of incidents because they should not happen. And there's no words that are going to ease the pain of the families today. On behalf of all the people of Minnesota, our deepest sympathies. A wish that any of these words would make what you're feeling now better, but it won't. A place that's founded on community, founded on service, founded on family. I'd like to give special thank you to the mayor and the team in Minneapolis, the Minneapolis Police Department, Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, Minnesota State Patrol, the BCA, so many agencies, our federal partners in the FBI, the first responders, and the heroic work that's happening now as we speak at multiple medical locations, including Hennepin County Medical Center, where most of our children were transported to receive the life-saving care. The thoughts and prayers and the hopes and the support that we need to give them in this moment.
It's really like the Democrats just don't care about the American people. And we see this consistently from them. It's really just a pattern. Let me know your thoughts about that down below in the comments. I think Tampon Tim Walz he just doesn't care about the American people. And we see that, okay? And, you know, when all these bad things happen to Americans, it's just like, the Democrats are just like, oh, okay, well, you know, did you guys know today's Thursday? You know, like they just don't care. They just have zero empathy. They do not care, you know, and it's totally his fault. Okay. Let me know if you guys think that, you know, this is totally his fault. Okay. Some people may agree. Some people may disagree, but let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. All right. I think that Tim Walz is ultimately, he strikes me as more of an evil governor. All right. You know, blue states, blue leader. That's really how it strikes me, but let me know your thoughts. All right. I think it's like, it's really like he enabled this, okay, with his beliefs and his policies and everything like that. This was inevitable. Like this, with Tampon Tim running things, he enabled this. And I'm not trying to say, like, I'm not saying this lightly either. You know, prayers out to the families who lost their loved ones and everything like that. It is very just a saddening thing that what has happened here, okay? But you really, well, not but to add, even though I said but again, to add to that is what I'm saying, is the fact that it just strikes me as with Tim Walz's mind, nothing is going to change. Like, he's not going to see this and then say, you know what, I messed up. Let me fix this. Let me see how the families are doing. Let me like personally go to them and see how we can accommodate them and, you know, the best of our ability. They don't care. Okay, they do not care. And that's really how it strikes me. But let me know what you guys think. Let's get back into the video. It gets worse.
Too is critical. Speaking with all the people here and grateful to our federal partners, Senator Klobuchar speaking early this morning and receiving a call from President Trump, who was with his leadership team of the Attorney General and the Vice President, expressing their deep condolences amongst the horror that happened and an offer to provide the support to the folks here in Minnesota of what's needed.
And this right here, like when I see this kind of stuff and I see Tampon Tim is so out of touch with reality, number one. But this is a type of stuff that, I mean, this is how it strikes me. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hopefully it's not just me. But this is the kind of stuff that happens when you tell somebody that they were born in the wrong body and then you expect them to go out and be a law-abiding citizen and be mentally stable and just go about their everyday life as if everything's normal when they're trying to cut off certain parts of their body. They're trying to attach certain parts, getting rid of the way they were made. Okay, getting rid of all types of interesting things like that stuff right there. When individuals turn into like transformers, people in disguise, like that whole thing, this stuff is inevitable. All right. And I'm not saying, when I say this, I'm not saying it lightly, but it's just the fact that they need more common sense. Common sense can really save a lot of lives, if you ask me. I hope I'm not the only one that thinks like that. I'm definitely sure there's a lot more of the King Squad that definitely thinks like that as well. But the Democrats have just lost that. Okay, this party's just woke. It's just, and this wokeism is like it's poisonous, and stuff like this happens. All right, it is so unfortunate. All right, and Tampon Tim, like, what is he going to do to change this to make things better? Okay. I don't think he'll do anything. I think he'll just go on about it and be like, oh, well, Crazy.
So there's a lot of cameras here, and unfortunately, we have been through these types of things. They will be gone at some point. All of you, you have to do your jobs. But what happened here today will not be gone. Minnesotans will not step away. We'll stand with this community. We'll redouble ourselves to do the best we can to understand what we can do to prevent any parent from having to receive the calls they received today.
This guy, Tampon Tim Walz, is a whack job, okay? It's like, these are empty words. Am I the only one seeing this? Let me know your thoughts down below, okay? I hope I'm not. These are just such empty words. It's not heartfelt. It's not passionate. He doesn't actually care about, the situation, or at least he doesn't seem like he cares. This is a very saddening situation. People lost relatives and family members and kids and all types of stuff like that. It's just sad all the way around, okay? No matter how you cut it, it's still bad. And Tampon Tim just, stuff happens and, we'll figure it out and, and we'll go on and tomorrow will be a better day. And like, do you see what just happened, Tampon Tim? I don't think he sees it. I just don't think he sees it.
From any school dedicated to children having to respond to a situation that, as we said, is unthinkable, but that's all too common, not just in Minnesota, but across this country. It's Minnesota's day to day, and it's my strongest desire that no state, no community, no school ever experiences a day like this. So I ask the rest of the folks around the country who are watching, keep us in your thoughts and prayers, but also keep us in the thoughts for action. Keep us in the ideas that we can work together. And it's on these days like this, I think, and I hope we can hold on to it. We are unified as a community. Everybody across the country today is part of the Annunciation Parish, and they're with those families. With that, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry.
Wow, that is pathetic. That is so pathetic, and the Dems, they never miss an opportunity to just dance on the deceased. It's just disgusting, ultimately, okay? Really disgusting. And, keep in mind that Tampon Tim Walz enables this. He enables this. He's for it. He's pro all of this, okay? And you see that he's really just, he's friends with them, all right? And it's disgusting, okay? Because this kind of stuff, like, where is the change? Where are the solutions at? He's not solution based. He did not, really, talk to the people, have a real heartfelt, discussion with them, a more heartfelt speech. It was kind of robotic. He's kind of like, oh man, I didn't think that would happen. Like it's sad. I would say, could you imagine these people being in power over us, like over the entire country? I think that'd be an even greater nightmare. Okay, these people are completely unhinged and just out of touch with what's actually happening in the world, and I don't think it'll get any better. But let me know what you guys think about this. Drop down below in the comments. Okay, prayers out to the families, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. As always, all right, I'm curious to see like what your thoughts are on this entire situation. That's all for this video. Shout out to the King Squad. Thank you for all donations, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.